This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of CRENSHAW versus Schoenauer. You all are engaged and have been together for 2.5 years. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Mr. CRENSHAW, why have you brought your fiancée to court today?
Well, Your Honor, I have trust issues with her, and I'm here to prove that she's been cheating on me.
What kind of trust issues do you have?
After 3 months of being together, she cheated on me in the past, so the same signs as then are present again, Your Honor. It's hurting me because I want to be able to trust her, and it's putting a lot of stress on our relationship with me and her and me and my daughter, and I don't want that to hinder mine and my daughter's relationship.
All right, Ms. Schoenauer, why are you here?
I'm here to prove that I'm not cheating on him.
That you're not cheating on him?
I'm not cheating on him. I cheated on him once. I came clean about it. I told him face to face. I told him over the phone.
I had to pull it out of you in order for you to tell me.
Ms. Schoenauer,
right home.
You're here to prove that you're not cheating.
Yes.
And that his trust issues are unfounded.
Yes.
But what he's saying is that he is seeing signs, am I right, that she's cheating?
Yes, ma'am. She's hiding guys' names under a female name, and I've had to use an app to be able to find out that it was actually registered to a guy. She's added exes back on social media. She's lied about her whereabouts, and then I had a GPS tracking app on her phone. See, I've had to do all the digging myself to be able to get the truth.
Okay, Ms. Schoenauer, why are you putting men's name under a woman's name?
Okay, so my coworker, he looked up her number. He doesn't think it's her number, and he looked it up. It's some guy's name. It could be her husband. It's not a guy.
So you're saying that the coworker and her boyfriend could share the same number?
Yes, ma'am.
But you're convinced that it's a boyfriend of hers?
Yes, Your Honor. And then at the same time, she also hangs out with a friend, supposedly her best friend, who cheats on her husband numerous of times.
Okay, so you're saying that because she associates with a two-timer, she's gonna be a two-timer?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, guilt by association?
No, we can't have guilt by association.
No.
You're saying just because she does it doesn't mean you do it.
Correct.
There you
and
go.
he'll spend hours going through my phone.
And she's done the same thing as well.
But
see,
I don't
I'll do it
spend
while she's awake,
hours.
and then she'll do it while I'm asleep.
He'll do it while I'm sleeping, too.
Oh, so the fact that you look through her phone while she's awake makes it okay, but the fact that you're asleep when she does it is wrong for her to do it?
No, I don't have no issues, Your Honor. I'll let her go through my phone because I have nothing to hide.
But she has something to hide.
Yes, because she gets mad if I go through her phone or if I'm taking too long to her standards of going through her phone.
And you also mentioned you GPS'd her, am I right?
Yes. There's an app I've used that I installed on her phone, and at the time she didn't know it was on there. And she would tell me she was at home, sleep, but yet GPS is pulling up a location other than her house. I was like, okay, you 100% you're at home. And she would tell me yes. And then later on, I was like, okay, then why did GPS say you were at this location?
All right, Ms. Schoenauer, tell me about that.
I've never lied about where I am, where I've gone, where I'm going.
Okay, so
GPS
let me ask you this. Have you ever been to the place that showed up on the phone?
No, not that I know of. I mean, there's been multiple different places. Oh, you were here. Oh, you were here. One time I was at work, and he says I'm somewhere else that's like 30 minutes away. He just dropped me off at work.
Look,
he drops me off at work.
What's real simple, Mr.
Where are you? I'm at point A. He's got a GPS app that says she's at point B. That's real simple.
I understand, and the other thing I understand is I don't want you to have access to GPS app.
Well, as long as you're where you need to be, you don't have to worry about that. Now,
let me think about that one for a minute.
As long as you're where you need to be, you don't have to worry about me having to GPS you.
Okay.
And we don't have that issue, so I don't have to worry about that.
So who gets to decide where I should be?
Oh. You know where you need to be, just like she knows where she needs to be. You know where you need to be.
Yes.
You know where she needs to be.
Some crazy
Your concern
scenarios.
is she's not where she's supposed to be. Yeah. She's not where she's telling you she is, and you're concerned about that, and you think she's cheating.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's the bottom line.
All right, well,
that's the bottom line.
We'll revisit that later.
All right. Why do you think she's cheating now?
Because there's an instance, one day we got off of work and we showered together. So we're lathering each other up, and then I get to the back and there's some scratches on her back. And so I asked her about these scratches, and she acted like she didn't know what I was talking about. So I grabbed a towel, hopped out, grabbed my phone, and started taking a picture. And to me, they looked like they were sexual scratches. I mean, and we weren't that intimate that morning.
Okay, and you submitted those pictures to the court?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you cross over to the monitor and show us?
Mr. Crenshaw, this is a photograph of Ms. Schonauer's back.
Oh, yes, sir.
And this is the one you took right after she got out of the shower.
Yeah, well, we were still in the shower. I hopped out with my towel, grabbed my phone, and then got back in the shower and took a picture.
So, because you were going to show her what you were looking at, correct?
Yes, because when I asked her about it without the picture, she's like, there's no scratches on my back.
So what I'm seeing is there's a scratch there.
Yes, Your Honor.
There's a scratch there.
Yes, Your Honor.
That looks like a scratch.
Yes, sir.
Looks like a scratch down here.
Yes, Your Honor.
There's another scratch up here.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you believe all of these scratches are from some intimate lovemaking that you were not a part of.
Yes, Your Honor.
And what did you say when he showed you this photograph?
I mean, I scratched my own back. It was, you know, he gets in the shower after me. In hot water, you know, I'm very pale. Hot water, when I scratch myself, it's gonna stay there for a little bit, and hot water makes it come out more. And it'll show up in just a second.
You're not.
Mr.
Crenshaw, you can step back to the podium, thank you. I can see it on your face, it's not clicking for you.
Yeah, and this is tough. This is tough. I know that when you take a hot shower, you'll get spots from the shower, but I've not seen scratches from the shower.
And they were in the shower together.
Have you ever seen this before?
No, ma'am.
And Ms. Schonauer, are you saying that...
They're not scratches from sex, no.
Mr. Crenshaw, what other evidence do you have to make you think she's cheating right now?
One day I got home from work and pulled up the trash can and the lid was open. And I just happened to gaze in there. There's an empty condom wrapper sitting at the bottom of the trash can.
Okay. Do you all use condoms?
No, Your Honor.
We
don't use condoms like that.
You're saying you don't use condoms. You're saying you
We do use condoms sometimes.
You all are together when you're making love, right?
I'm like, that's something you all both should know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's on rare occasions.
When was the last time you used a condom when you found this one?
I would say close to a month. And I know that when the trash man comes to pick up the trash can, they empty out the trash can.
It was from 2 weeks ago.
So
It was 2 weeks. It wasn't a month.
Okay, how often do they pick up your trash?
Once a week.
Twice a week.
Oh.
Empty
Are
my
y'all in the
trash
same
can.
house?
They don't know whether they use condoms. They don't know
that-
when they pick up the trash.
Okay, all right. I had just double checking. Okay. Well, and that doesn't help you if they pick it up twice a week.
Yes, but I
that's
don't
even
empty
more.
my trash can every day. Maybe the condom got stuck at the bottom.
Ew.
You know, it's the outside trash can. I'm sure there's some gunk stuff down in there.
Okay. Do you have anything else that supports she's cheating?
Well, yes, Your Honor. We also have this baby monitor to where it records the video and audio.
He
And
spies
so
on
this
me
one
with the baby
time,
monitor.
she cut off the video, so I wasn't able to actually see, but I could hear what was going on.
Well, we had a baby. We just had a monitor.
Yeah.
But you using your baby monitor to monitor her.
We got video
That's
and
not what
audio.
it was used for.
Okay, tell me what happened.
The baby was crying, and I got the alert through the app, and so I went to check to make sure the baby was okay.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, I could hear my baby crying. Then I hear Lauren in the background. I hear a guy in the background, and them two having a conversation. And then I also hear the TV. So I'm calling her, to see what was going on. I could hear my phone call, the phone ringing in the background, and then she's not answering it. So then I tried to video chat. I could hear it ringing, still no answer.
All right.
Here's what he
But the video wasn't on.
No, Your Honor, because she cuts it off at sometimes, and then I'll have to ask her, hey, why'd you cut the video off? And then she's like, oh, she'll make up some reason.
And so you think she cut the video off this time because of this man's voice you heard?
Yes, Your Honor.
That it may have been a man there in the house.
Yes.
Was there a man in your
No, ma'am.
house?
There's never been a man in my room, in my bed, in my house, ever. No one but him.
You're saying he hears what he wants to hear. I don't think he wants to hear you with another man. Unless I've got it wrong.
No, you got it right. You got it right.
I don't think he wants to hear her with another man.
And my question is, why do you turn the video off?
I don't want to be watched all the time.
Well,
But it's for the baby.
I feel like I'm being watched. I don't feel like
three
he's
months into the
looking at the
relationship.
monitor for the baby. I don't believe that. It's because he wants to catch me doing something.
Okay,
But if you're not doing anything, what
why
difference
does it
does it make?
matter?
It drives me crazy. I shouldn't have to be watched 24/7.
If you want to have
I shouldn't
broken
have
trust,
to do
then
this.
Okay,
there
but
would be no
hold
issue.
up.
3 months into the relationship.
Miss Schonauer, here's the thing. You broke the trust. If you are trying to gain his trust, turning off the video is not the way to do it. Yeah. You have to work a little harder than he does. So what gets on your nerves has to be on your nerves for a little bit till you get him back where he needs to be.
Yeah, because trust takes years to build, takes a moment to break, and a lifetime to get back.
The same spot. 2 years?
But apparently you have been doing things to not help the ball move forward. You look like you're hurting. Mm-hmm. And you look like you're hurting. Am I right?
I'm tired of this. I don't want to be accused every day of my life. We have a daughter together. I just want to be happy. I don't want this. I'm not cheating on him. I don't deserve this.
And you look like you're ready to cry.
I just want to be happy. This hurts to the core because from day one I felt like she was the one, and to where I could be happy with, and just have a happy life together.
You all are both hurting. You need to look at your fiance and tell her what it is you want. What do you want to do going forward?
I want to be able to go forward and have the wedding and have our daughter walk down as the flower girl like we planned.
And Ms. Schonauer, what do you want?
I want the same thing. I want our lives to be happy. I want a long life with you, but I can't keep doing this.
I think we've heard enough evidence, enough testimony. Here's what we're looking at. You found scratches on her back in the shower. You think they're from another man. You found a condom in the trash can that you didn't use, and you think they're from another man. You heard a strange man's voice on the baby monitor, and she had turned off the video, and all of this is making you think that she's cheating.
Yes, Your Honor.
And if she is cheating,
I'm out of here.
You're done with the relationship.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's what's at stake here.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court has done a full and complete investigation to determine, is she cheating? At this time, the court will hear from former military interrogator Lena Cisco. Ron, would you please escort Ms. Cisco into the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor. Let's go. Right over to the witness stand, please.
Would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
I am a former Department of Defense certified military interrogator. Shortly after 9/11, I was deployed to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, where I interrogated members of Al-Qaeda and Taliban. Since that time, I have been training law enforcement personnel, military personnel, and private sector personnel in interrogation techniques and enhanced interviewing.
Ms. Cisco, would you share what you did to investigate this particular case?
I will, Your Honor. I first had the accused write a witness statement, and I analyzed it for any indicators of deception. I then studied the entire case file, and I put together an interrogation plan to interrogate Ms. Schonauer to see if she was indeed cheating on her fiancé.
And what did you find when you interrogated her?
Well, she owned up to cheating that first time. She owned up to seeking attention and compliments from other men. She owned up to adding an ex-boyfriend on Instagram. And she also owned up to flirting with a coworker only to seek that attention.
Did you find anything concerning?
I did find one thing concerning when I was looking at the case file. She seemed to be very vague in her answer regarding the accusation about the baby monitor. So I questioned her thoroughly, and she was very consistent in all of her answers and the details. I also asked her a series of yes and no questions specifically to see if she was being deceptive.
So what was your final determination?
My final determination after my interrogation with Ms. Schonauer was that she, in fact, is being truthful, and she has not cheated on her fiancé.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Mr. Crenshaw, how does that make you feel?
Relieved. It makes me feel a lot better to where now I can put all the past behind us and move forward.
And Ms. Schonauer, how do you feel having been validated in your truthfulness.
Relieved, and I hope this can fix our relationship.
What we heard from you was you all want the exact same thing. You want to be happy. You want to move forward as a family. I would encourage you, because we talk about this, contentment. There's a difference between being content and being happy. Happy is an emotion that can come and go, but content is wherever you are satisfied. So if you have
And you're there together.
And you're together.
Yes, you have your separate opinions, but you want to see eye to eye on as much as you can because that's how you move forward. We argue all the time. We may disagree about things, but as we're moving forward, we try to move forward together. That's what you need to work on. If you do that, you all will be fine.
And as we say in this courtroom, do not cheat yourself out of an opportunity to have a happy, healthy, long-lasting relationship. Court is adjourned.